Hi, Hinsters. I just had a fight with my hair, but it's just gonna have to stay the way she wants to lay today. Um, it's gonna be quite a quick one because I'm in a bit of a hurry today, but welcome back to the channel, Hinsters. And if you're new, welcome to. Please do, as usual, check out the description box below if you would like a reading with me. And happy Saturn day. I hope you're doing well. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you like what I do. Already, we have a beautiful new moon in Gemini coming up on or around June 18th on a Sunday fun day. And this is at 26 degrees of Gemini. Now, Gemini season is kind of like baton passing. I already made a video on Gemini season, so check that out, by the way. But this is also like holding hands, very spiritually speaking. And also, this can quite literally manifest in curious ways. This is how the god Mercury expresses itself to some of us sometimes. Mercury is the teleporter, the transporter, and many of us are being zapped out of one dimension into another, which again can very physically manifest, and it can be for the good, the bad, and or the ugly. So we do have to watch out, of course, with Gemini season. It's a light season. It's very much a fuck around, find out season. Remember the story of the coyote crossing the river that I mentioned on my channel? It can very much be like that, and being suddenly or surprisingly for some people pulled out of one space or circle or story and into another. And Gemini is ruled, yes, by Mercury, the god of pedestrian knowledge and pedestrian prowess. And also, I immediately get for this new moon, by the way, some god, king, dragon energy. We have the 8 coming through, the power of 8, the number 8. And the tone set for this new moon is one where Mercury is what I call roosting in the sign that it rules, which is Gemini. And also, Mercury is under the beams of the sun at this point. So, under the beams of this new moon, if you like, with the moon also conjunct Juno at 27 degrees Gemini. We don't know it yet, but that's your boyfriend, or like that's your rock, or a young spirited ally is about to be revealed for some people. That's Kazemi energy, baby. And this new moon will also be squaring Neptune at 27 degrees of Pisces. The moon is in Pisces right now. Saturn is in Pisces. We have a beautiful stellium in Pisces. And the most affected rising signs for this new moon, I think, are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, and as always with lunar events, Cancer rising as well. Also, if you have any natal placements at or around the 26th degree of Gemini, or natal placements making an aspect with this new moon. Let me know in the comments where you have this new moon and where it will be for you in your birth chart and what might be going on already for you. Now, new moons are, yes, moments of zeal. Check out, by the way, my little video on new moons and full moons generally for a deeper look if you're interested. But new moons signify new things uncovered or about to be. This is big switch up energy for some people. And I also have this image of like putting a belt on or buckling up and knowing we are enough. And I think also we could be done with this or that person, and that's okay. But something is calling on us, something is bugging us or vibrating. Gemini has this interesting side of revealing the reflection, kind of, or another truth, you know, perhaps our feelings are getting in the way or clouding our judgment. And the question can be like, can we glean something from others even when it feels tough. There's a lot of Gemini sextile Leo energy here too. I made videos already on the big Leo transits with Mars and Venus, so check those out. This is big expressions. This is speaking out for the self. This is speaking the mind with confidence. For some people, this new moon represents people or artists creating that new song, or she has that like fresh feeling of accomplished romance, or they are finally reaching a state or a position to speak their mind, right? Or somehow to go for it in some sense. And on the romantic side of things, it's funny because it can be like we don't even know or realize that that person has been flirting with us or is flirting with us. It can feel a little jarring, like, huh, huh, I see. Or I see. This is, I think, Juno squaring Neptune. And new moons as well are almost always great times, actually, for those who like to set intentions, people who are very ritualistic like that. And here, this can be excellent for, therefore, finding a partner or setting an intention, if that's what you want, to find a partner, to find partners. But we do also need to be seeing the forest for the trees in this search, in this quest, because yes, Juno is square Neptune. And this new moon can also be about new intimacies. Yes, and we can also be kind of kissing bye 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 to the lies and to liars. We can also take this chance, if we're not already, to just be really nice and to be sweetly frank and give sincere compliments, love our enemies, and just care about people. Because, you know, everyone is on a part of their path that we will be on or that we have already been on. It's about understanding. And basically, let's just not be a dick. And this new moon is also excitement about having discovered a big hack in our lives. It's like cracking a code or a guide to living life. Like you found this little book, and it's like a hula hoop dancer with lots of hoops. And like finally, they are starting to spin in alignment, and routines start to fall into a better groove. Um, by the way, Beyonce's song Virgo's Groove is amazing. What an amazing walking song. Virgo sun she is, also a Mercury ruled sign. Mercury is exalted in the sign of Virgo, by the way. But yeah, this kind of routines clicking kind of thing is especially for Cancer, Gemini, and Aries rising. And I'm feeling this myself. New hacks about like how I'm dealing with my bad investments, especially relating to my body, spending those dead plants that I keep tending to. Cancer rising here with this new moon being a Kazimi of my second and 12th house rulers. And a lot of us, you know, we just know now our right from wrong. But of course, there's always room for a little mess. The moon, as I said, is in Pisces right now as I film. And it is a great time for some to tap into the patterns of what is going on literally around them. And I think here about incongruence also. It's like when you're with a group of people, for example, or a certain person, and every time you're with them, you keep dropping a personal item or you keep getting like spoken over or something is always off. And this is a sign to stay away or to keep more distance or detach a bit. Do an Irish exit if you need to, and maybe a sign that for some more work on or looking into the connection is needed. So it's not always a sign just to, you know, feck off. It can be a sign to just zoom out a bit more, you know, kind of do that more drone bird's eye view of the connection a bit more. Like, why are you there? You know, this can be especially if you are having this new moon in your 12th, 4th, or 7th house, also quite possibly the 3rd house, because the 3rd house is actually the joy of the moon, where your intuition within your immediate surroundings is extra amplified. It's also like a blue bottle or big big ass fly or a bee, kind of flying through your window to be like, yes, that's the right idea, just as you're having a thought or an idea. And it's like a sign to, it's a light season. This is Gemini season. So it's a sign to get a move on, like get your hands dirty or get stuck in, like get into it. Yeah. And also, like for some, it's like walking on sticky floors that didn't used to be sticky. That's like a message that it's time to go. Or like, I don't know, if you're a painter or something and your paintbrush keeps getting lost or broken, or the same type of pen or something that you buy is always breaking on you, or the lighter is always getting lost on you with this person or in this space. That's, you gotta go. You gotta skip on your merry way away from some old road. And also, if you keep on seeing people like sweeping the floors, hoovering, hanging out the laundry, like you gotta go, or you gotta switch something up quick. And Cancer season isn't far away. That's the big kind of sea wash season, and it's nice to be as fresh and squeaky clean as we can when we are preparing for Cancer season. And that's the second cardinal season of the year and also the summer solstice point. But we'll talk more about that on another day. Anyway, especially for Cancer rising, this new moon can be kind of shamanic, isolating, or high in some sense, dancing, embracing your spirit in all its shades. Gemini is very much like that kaleidoscope sign, seeing all the shades and embracing all the shades. And many of us now have new appreciations, new rejoices around this new moon. And it's also a great date just to have a party. Like if you are a party planner or trying to find the perfect date for a gathering, June 18th is pretty good. You know, Also at the end of the day, no one's going to drag us up into the light, right, where we belong. And we have to kind of flap our own wings and sparkle in our own way and kind of twist our own gems to create that shine. And we kind of just have to do it. And finally, we can also, during this time, be making new and interesting connections with people. I've been saying this, I think, a lot about Gemini season, but making connections with people, especially people who kind of make us spell something out. They might literally have you spelling out or writing who or what you are or who or what you do, especially if you have forgotten about that or it has somehow atrophied and it's like, a certain side of your spirit has been thrown away or gotten too dusty. Gemini season is the first mutable or double-bodied season of the year. It's the first shake-up season, and so it can be for many people with this new moon in Gemini a sign of, oh yeah, I forgot about that glistening gem or side, or I forgot even about my entire spirit. Some people, they buried their entire spirit and now it's back. So it's good also to pay attention to those connections and also the pedestrian sides and the common God conversations being had right now. Anyway, happy new moon. I've got a skedaddle. I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, excuse my hair. What the feck ever. Have a great day. Love you. Take care. Bye bye.